What if I told you that right now, with the right credit profile and the right business structure, you could walk away with up to $100,000 to $250,000 in 0% interest business funding? And it's not some predatory MCA loan or a high interest line of credit. What these are 0% interest business credit cards. And I myself and my company has been able to get these 0% interest business credit cards for hundreds of our clients within the last few years. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how the three-step process works to be able to get the 0% interest business credit cards for yourself. Real quick, my name is Gio. I'm 23 years old and I run a funding and credit company. And I've been in this industry now for the last 4 to 5 years. And I myself have been able to get myself funding when I was 21 years old up to $150,000 in 0% interest business credit cards. So I want you to know that I'm not just talking about theories, and I'm actually talking to you as someone who's been able to do this for themselves and several of his other clients. Over the past several years, we've been able to help individuals with bad credit, good credit, investors, people looking to start their own businesses, whatever it may be. We've been able to help all these other individuals to get to their desired outcome, but with a certain twist. This funding that we're offering these different types of individuals is 0% interest funding. And I'm going to show you in a few minutes how anybody can get this 0% interest funding, and it's actually a lot simpler than you think if you just follow this three-step framework. What I'm about to share with you guys is something that I've personally been able to charge thousands of dollars in consultation fees to clients that I've given this information out to. So with this exact three-step funding process framework, we've been able to help clients get anywhere from $50,000 to $250,000, again, in 0% interest business credit cards. And it all starts right here with your personal credit optimization. So in order to actually qualify for this 0% interest funding, you need to have strong personal credit. First and foremost, before any kind of funding that you guys are going for, you're gonna need your credit score to be above a 720 plus. The second thing you're gonna need is no negatives or derogatory remarks at all, not even one. So if you have any late payments, any collections, too many hard inquiries, all these items need to get removed immediately, people. You also must have at least 2 revolving accounts with 5K limits with good tier 1 banks. And what this basically means is you want to have at least 2 credit cards that have limits of at least $5,000 or higher, and they need to be from good banks. The next thing you want to have is under 15% utilization across all of your personal credit cards, right? Now, the next thing is you want no more than 3 new accounts within the last 12 months. And ideally, you want 1 to 2 installment accounts to incorporate some credit mix. Installment account is basically just like a personal loan, an auto loan. You could even do some of those credit builder accounts like Kickoff or Credit Strong or Self. Now, the last thing you need is more than 2 years of average age across your credit report. Now, once you have your personal credit optimized as much as possible, you're gonna need to properly structure your business, right? So you must have a legally filed business entity. An LLC or an S or C Corp is gonna be able to help you get this business funding. Now, once you have that filed, you're gonna need to actually get an EIN from the IRS and attach this to that LLC or that corporation that you just filed. You must operate in a low risk industry, right? So do not file your business in a high risk industry. Also do a quick little Google search on what is a high risk industry and what's classified as a high risk industry. So I'd make sure that the business that you're actually operating under is gonna be a low risk industry. Now, when it comes to the business address, when you're actually filing that LLC or whatnot, I'd recommend you guys use a legitimate business address, right? That actually has your physical based address. So if it's an online business you're starting, then you're completely fine using your home address. So make sure that you have a physical based business address, and that's going to be way better than some virtual address you buy online, because banks know when you're using a virtual address and when it's a real legitimate business address. Now, creating a business website and creating a professional business email and phone number, these are completely optional. Specifically, what we are going for is 0% interest business credit cards that majority of is personally guaranteed off of your personal credit. Now, make sure your business is accurately reporting on the Secretary of State. Third and final thing here is going to be your relationships and application sequencing. You want to be applying with them through whoever you already have an established relationship with. If you have a Chase business checking account or an Amex checking account, why would you not apply for those business credit cards, right? You already have an established relationship with them. You should be applying for them, right? And if you have no relationship, it's going to be harder to get approved for like an actual higher credit limit, right? They're not going to trust you. They might just start you off with like $1,000 to $2,000. We want to get 20, 30, 50K limits here on the business credit cards. So make sure you have those relationships and you're depositing money into those checking accounts when you're applying so that you can get higher approval credit limits. And you need to know which banks use which bureaus for their business credit cards online. And you can do this simply again by just Googling it, going on AI different platforms, and then just asking what bank does Chase use for business credit card applications, right? Because it's going to vary depending on your state. So always keep that in mind. And then the next thing is going to be, once you understand which business credit cards offer the 0% interest in your state, I would map out a funding sequence for business credit card applications depending on the bureau that they pool. You wouldn't apply for 3 different banks that are using the same credit bureau. It's going to be very hard to get approved for. Ideally, you want to apply for one bank that uses TransUnion, one that uses Equifax, one that uses Experian, right? So lastly, you want to utilize the reconsideration line when applications go pending or denied. This is the mistake I see most commonly that people make here, is they pretty much apply for a credit card and then they just let the application go pending. They don't actually call and reconsider the application with the bank they just applied for. As soon as they see pending or denied, they just give up. No, call the reconsideration line to that bank, ask them why you were denied, or ask them what's the status of the application. Chances are they'll give you some information. You can reverse engineer your denial reasons, and then you can get that application approved. And we've been able to do that with several clients in the past. Now, let me actually show you some of the people we've been able to get funding for. Now, these are some of the people that have been able to actually secure 0% interest funding with us. We can start right here. This was a good client of ours. His name was Joshua Ketty. We were actually able to help him secure around $110,000 for his own consulting business. A few other people as well right here. You got Daniel Golden. Again, residential and commercial architecture. This individual needed some capital as well to basically reinvest into his infrastructure for his business. Another cool little success story right here is one of our clients, Gabriela Mendoza. She actually wanted to start her own bakery, so that's actually what we were able to help her out with. And then again, we have testimonials all along our websites as well. We have our clients that have spoken out, verified results, people that we've worked with, all having things to say. Definitely suggest you guys check these out as well. Everyone's situation is different. This was Randy. He was a good, business partner as well as affiliate of ours who's actually been able to send us funding clients of his own.
Wanted to give a quick shout out to my guy Gio. Giovanni's honestly one of the best in the funding space.
But yeah, I highly suggest you guys go on our website here and definitely have a look. And this is our website right here. So if you guys are interested yourselves, just go ahead and search apply.lumenexus.com and you guys are going to be able to see if you qualify for some funding yourselves. So this is what I want to leave you guys with. Right now, if you're thinking about taking on capital to start your business and you're not sure what is the correct approach or the right way to actually go ahead and get started, I highly suggest you guys to subscribe and actually drop a comment and let me know what are some of the biggest challenges or struggles you are facing to actually be able to get your business funding. Because if you're following the 3-step framework that I shared with you guys earlier in the video, it's not going to be that difficult. Like I said, we've been able to help several of our clients in the past get access to this funding. Not everyone comes in with a good credit score. Some are coming in with lower credit scores. Some are coming in with high credit scores, but not established businesses, which we actually help them file and establish. So whatever the situation may be, just know you guys can definitely change your situation if you just follow the funding framework. And for everyone in the comments who drops the current situation that they are going through with their business funding, let me know and I'll give you guys access to my free 0% interest business funding playbook that you guys can actually see. Again, a more in-depth, detailed guide on how to actually get some of the 0% funding yourself. I hope this video cleared up exactly how we've been able to help all these different clients acquire 0% interest funding, the exact 3-step funding framework that it takes, and basically what you guys need to do next to go ahead and get started on getting your 0% interest funding journey. Peace.